I've watched the good works you do, and I really do appreciate it. It's making a big impact. And I want to pick up on the point you made, because it really defines something. It's, great minds think alike, I think. Because a lot of times I've said to people when we're discussing how to have a real connection to people when you're listening to them, when you're asking people to give their advice or their input or be part of a process, one of the things I've said over the years is people, when they go to a gathering, when they go to the meeting, anything, they know when it was worthwhile, if they feel like they got heard, if they feel like an important idea came up, if they feel like they got a response or an answer they were looking for. You know when something is worthwhile. I think you said it another way, which I appreciate. Are you changed by the experience? So I have had about 60 town hall meetings in council districts around the city, and then the Chancellor and I have had this series of meetings with CEC leaders and PTA leaders around the city as well. We've had also a meeting with CEC presidents and officers. And every meeting has produced in me a deeper understanding of concerns that people are trying to get addressed. And every meeting led to specific actions, either for specific schools or in many cases bigger changes that we need to think about. So I want to tell you from personal experience that the standard you are holding, in my view, is being met because everyone here is listening, learning from the experience, sometimes hearing things we don't like, and I want to be clear about that. We're stewards of this vast school system, 1.1 million kids. I guarantee you there are some beautiful, amazing things happening, and I guarantee you every day there are some things happening that we say, wait a minute, that wasn't the plan. That's not the way we wanted it to be. Someone's got to fix that. But the only way we know if something needs to be fixed is by hearing from the folks who are, if you will, the consumers, who are the customers, who are the folks who are at the front, able to see what's going on with your children and your communities. So I have felt, I know the Chancellor feels this too, that this is a chance for us to get a clear take on what's working, what's not working, and it does change us each time. I have not been to a town hall meeting in New York City where every single participant said, no, everything's cool, it's fine the way it is. I hope that doesn't shock you to know. Every town hall meeting, people have concerns, complaints, things they want, different ideas. One thing I love about New Yorkers is they often have ideas of what to fix, what to change. This, again, is what we're going to see tonight. I think you'll be satisfied that this is a very interactive experience where something actually really does happen. And there's a lot of follow-up after as well on the things that come up tonight. Now, to the elected officials, thank you so much. I will tell you, for me, education is my #1 issue. I know for these 3 elected officials, it's either their #1 issue or one of their very top issues. And they live it, they show it, which really makes me appreciative of all of them. To each of them, I want to say, first of all, Senator Robert Jackson, you and I have worked together a long, long time. We went to the city council together, started together. And Robert said at one point passionately in his remarks, you know, Albany needs to give us the money, they need to give us the money right now. And I thought he left out one line, which is, we take cash, we take checks, we take money orders. You know, I just think he could have made that clearer, because maybe it would help them to give us the money they owe us if they know that we're very comfortable with any of those forms. You know, it would be fine. But Robert really has done something extraordinary. And there will not be justice until the campaign for fiscal equity decision by the highest court in this state is absolutely fulfilled. The children of this city and other cities are given the funding they deserve. We're going to keep fighting for it, Robert. Thank you. Thank you for all you have done. And to Senator Benjamin, thank you so much. I have seen you at the front line working on issues of education. I saw your extraordinary efforts when it came to Wadley Middle School to help us solve. And this is a great example, to Johanna's point again, of we had a problem where I love the DOE, but the DOE was missing the ball, missing an opportunity to fix the problem a different way. It took community leaders, elected officials say, wait a minute, there's a different way to do this. Now, the good news is when people said, wait, there's a different way to do it, we heard it and we actually did it the different way. And we got a very good outcome at Wadley. So thank you for your leadership, Senator. Very much appreciated. Councilman Mark Levine, I've worked also for years and years with you. I appreciate your progressive vision, the way you engage the community deeply. I know you care passionately about the schools. The only thing I want to say to you is thank you for your support of the work we're doing here and the accountability that we need, that I need to be able to produce for all the parents of the city and the kids of the city. The only thing is I want to educate you that Robert Jackson, to his great credit, has said the old terminology was a little flawed, and that mayoral accountability is a better way to say it, and I agree with him 100%. Mayoral accountability, because that makes very clear, I have to produce for everyone in this room. If you don't like something, here I am, let's talk about it, and let's see how we can fix it. But with that small correction, I thank you, and thanks everyone, let's everyone thank Councilmember Levine for his work. Now, I'll be quick, and then we're going to open it up. The first thing I want to say, in terms of the role of parent leaders, so I was a PTA member, and then I was a school board member back when we had school boards under the previous system. So I have something in common with everyone in this room. I put many, many, many hours into many meetings for no money whatsoever. And in exchange for the no money, heard 1,000 complaints and concerns and tried to do everything I could do about it to help people, but often ran into a brick wall. But I still knew as a parent leader and as a school board member that my fellow parents appreciated knowing someone had their back and was trying to fix things. So to all of you, I know it is not easy. I know sometimes it's very frustrating. I also know that you're probably having more positive impact than you realize sometimes. But I want to say thank you to everyone. It is selfless work. It is crucial work. It makes a huge difference. I want to thank you for that. And I mean it because I lived it too. When I say to you also that education is my #1 issue, it is not something abstract to me. I can only say it about one issue. You can check my record. It's the only one I'll say it about. Because when I was engaged on these issues, I saw that literally, to my mind, everything else that has to be in our society, our entire future, is framed by education. And we have a long way to go, but I've also seen a lot of progress, and it gives me real hope. As a parent, as a public school parent, so I have a little historical distinction. To the best of anyone's research, first public school parent with a child in public school to serve as mayor of New York City in New York City history. So, but that helps you to understand why I brought a different perspective. And it helps you understand why this notion of doing these meetings is natural to me and positive. And it's something I want to be very clear, that it's not just this year. Chancellor and I intend to have these meetings every year because we think they're very important. We think they're very helpful. We also, to the point the Senator made about the desire to see some structural reforms in Albany, working with folks in Albany to improve parent empowerment and the voices of parents being heard by the DOE and acted upon. I think there are a number of things that we're going to be able to do together. I agree that in the district superintendent interview process is one of those places we can do more in. So I think something very good is happening in the conversation at Albany about how we improve upon mayoral accountability and bring the role of parents in stronger, while keeping what works and what's good about this structure too. Now, just very quickly before I finish, we all should feel good about the fact that there is some real, visible, tangible, important progress. Right now, in the city of New York, this is sometimes we just hear numbers, but this number represents a lot of kids who are doing better. This last year, we had the highest graduation rate in the city's entire history, 76% graduation rate. To put that in perspective, in the United States of America, the national graduation rate now is about 84%. Here's what we believe. We believe we will meet and then surpass the national graduation rate in the coming years. Unheard of. If you go back over the history of New York City public schools, Robert and I saw some of the tough years that came before. If I had said to you 10 years ago we would meet or surpass the national graduation rate, you would have thought I was crazy. Now we are in striking distance of achieving it. 59% of the kids who left our school last June went on directly to one form or another of higher education. 59%, and that is going to climb rapidly. Again, a number would have been impossible to pass. Also, big changes like AP for all, computer science for all, college access for all, pre-K for all, and pre-K, you can clap for pre-K. And my personal new favorite, if you loved pre-K, you'll love 3K. 3K. And 3K is coming to District 6 this September. So, we're going to open up this discussion. We're going to keep going around the room, calling on different people. It's not just questions, it's concerns, it's ideas, whatever you want to raise. It may have come to your attention that the Chancellor is not here. The Chancellor has some kind of stomach bug or something hit him in the last hours before this meeting, so he is down for the count. The first Deputy Chancellor, Cheryl Watson-Harris, is with us. This proves how good we are at the DOE. One goes down, the next one steps forward. And the entire leadership group of the DOE is here, so as you raise concerns and questions, First Deputy Chancellor will call upon some of her colleagues to join as well. But for everyone, again, a real profound thank you for all you do and for being a part of this, and I welcome the dialogue this evening. Thank you, everyone.
Great. Thank you.